Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ashley Fleming. I'm the counselor at Miners Lane Elementary School in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm going to teach you guys about Google Translate today. It's a program that I absolutely love. If your school's anything like mine, we have a lot of different languages spoken in our school. We have 6 different languages, and we have 120 ESL students. So it makes it interesting. It's a lot of fun to work there. But the language barrier can often be a problem, not only with our students, but also with our families and the community. Google Translate's a super easy and totally free app that allows, just common people like me and you to translate phrases or statements, website addresses, even documents into another language, and then back again, back and forth. It literally has dozens of languages, like 60. For everything from Swahili to Tagalog. You can look about any language that you want. Some things I like about it is that, like I said, it's free, it's easy. And as long as you got a computer with an internet connection that can access Google, you can use it. Some things I don't like about it is that sometimes the usage is incorrect. We have a bilingual at our school that speaks fluent Spanish. And she has seen some of the messages that we've translated and been like, well, I know exactly what it says, but it is kind of not correct. But when I'm dealing with either not communicating at all or maybe a little bit of a usage problem, I can live with that. And I know the parents always appreciate getting information directly from us. And sometimes it's just not possible for everybody to get everything they want translated by the bilingual that we have. And also, we have more languages than we do the bilinguals. So there are kids there that don't speak. We don't have no one that speaks their language, which can make it very difficult. So this helps, and it puts me in contact with the parents. Some uses for education. We live in a multilingual era, so this allows us to communicate back and forth. Yeah, one of the things that's not good about this is that it does have a little bit of trouble translating documents. Yeah, if they're too exciting, you put too many wild fonts in there and a lot of formatting and pictures, it can be kind of weird. But if you keep it simple, I can send things home that otherwise I would have no opportunity for these parents to be in contact with me for. It's a great opportunity that students in the class can learn about other countries or languages. It can be used as a great opening activity in your classroom. What better way to do your morning message? If you have access to computers, put it in a different language and let them translate it. And then, I just can't imagine how incredibly useful this can be for a foreign language teacher as well. For some features, before I get to showing you how to use it, like I said, you can translate a website address or text you type in back and forth, or you can even do documents. If you log in with your Google password, you can save the commonly used phrases in the phrase book. So some things like, as the counselor, I say a lot, I can save them and have access to them very quickly. You can always click a speaker to hear them say it. So if you're really feeling bold and you're like, oh, not only am I going to send a message home, I'm gonna try to say this in a meeting or on the phone. You can hear that and let you at least listen to it before you try. You can also click for more examples of the usage of your words. So if you are like, yeah, I just don't think that looks right when on the translation, you can try to find a different way to say it. You can also click for some help. If you go down here to the translator toolkit and you're feeling pretty bold, it's kind of advanced features down there. But you can find a glossary and a dictionary, and you can even communicate with other users and give feedback on each other's phrases and translations. But like I said, it's a little bit more advanced. I wouldn't suggest starting there as an educator. And then if you really are feeling bold, you can also, if you have your own website, you can use their add-in to automatically download your website or to translate your website into 60 different languages. So I think that's pretty neat too. But again, those are pretty advanced features, kind of more than we want to get into as educators right now. The last thing on here, this global market finder, it's all about business and money. Um, Obviously, as educators, we're not really big into money. We don't get a lot of it, so there's really not a lot of uses in there for us. But let me show you some of this because it's so amazing. I guarantee this is something you're going to want to use. So let me show you how you can use it. Basically, when you pull it up, all you got to do is go to translate.google.com and it comes straight up. And this is what you'll always see. You can choose your language up here, your from language, and then to your to language, and translate. Now the neat thing about this too, and you can turn this off if you like, but it does translate automatically as well. So like let's say, we have a STEM event coming up. I want to make sure that our Spanish speaking parents understand what's going on and at least know about the event and can come. So I'm going to write up a quick message inviting to this STEM event. So I would just say, hello parents. We are going to have a STEM event here at school. It will be at 7 o'clock on Friday, April 13th. We will have many free science, technology, and math activities. We will also have free pizza. Hey, it never hurts. Now, I can see over here that I have my translation, so I can copy and paste it and stick it right into Word, send it home. I mean, anything anybody wants to do. So let's say first I want to hear it, just make sure what it sounds like.
Hola padres, vamos a tener un evento de STEM aquí en la escuela. Será a las 7 del viernes 13 de abril. Tendremos muchos gratuitos ciencia, tecnología y actividades de matemáticas. También tendremos pizza gratis.
All right, but let's say I'm going to send it to my Spanish-speaking families, but then I'm also like, oh, you know what? I also need to send it to my Arabic-speaking families. So I click Arabic. All right, now I have the message for the students in Arabic. But again, like I said, it's very simple to put it into Word. So I would just highlight and copy. Ooh, I don't think I got that one. Hold on. All right, copy. Just need to open something like Word, and I can just paste it. I didn't get all of it, so let me go back. Oh, grab my wrong internet here. I'm going to get the rest of it. Okay, now I don't know if parents can see that, so I'm going to make it a little bigger. All right, and then I just like to add who they're talking to at the end. All right, and then I can just print that out and send it. And then my Arabic-speaking families can read the message and they get it at home as well. Now, is it perfect? Probably not. The usage is probably a little bit funky, a little bit incorrect, but they still get the message. And I know for a fact that parents do appreciate the fact that we at least do try to communicate with them back and forth, and they get the gist of what I'm saying. Again, if you would like to hear someone say the message, if you're going to be bold and try to say it, all you have to do is press the speaker. Okay? So let me get rid of this, and I can show you some other ways that I use it as well. Let's say that this time you didn't want to send a message, you actually got a message in another language. Sometimes I'll have my Spanish-speaking families, they'll send me a message, and I mean, they know we have a bilingual, so I guess they think it's very easy for me to get a hold of her, but she also works with students, so it can be very difficult. But they send me a message, and I need to know what it says. So it says like, no puedo asistir a la reunión de educación especial para mi hijo. Lo siento. And I'm like, okay. But then when I type it in, I can see that I cannot attend the meeting of the special education for my child. Sorry. And see, it even gave me, because I spelled something wrong, it even gave me some feedback. So I know exactly what they're saying, and I don't have to find the bilingual. I already know, which is really, really, really useful. So that's something I figured that everybody would actually be able to use. So let me clear the text. Another thing I wanted to show you is that, sometimes if you're like me, there are phrases you use a lot, and you don't really want to take the time to type them in every time. But as the counselor, one thing I constantly have to say is, please contact me. All right, so let me switch it back to English. All right, and then maybe this time I'm like, you know what, I need to talk to my students who speak Swahili's parents. So then I see the message, and I can send that home too. But if I want to save it, because I use it often, all I have to do is hit Save to Phrasebook, that star, and then in this corner is an actual phrasebook. All right, it shows that I have a phrase in there. I click that, and it shows me some of the phrases I use. Like I said, I've used this one before. So then I have access to that constantly, and I can see it then. The only other thing that I really wanted to show you guys I think would be really useful for you right now is the translating to a document. So let me get back to regular, just Google Translate. Now, if you want to translate a document, you just click here where it says Translate a Document. It's going to bring up this file here. Now, if you want to do a web page where it popped up and went away real quick, you can drag the address there. But I want to do a file, because I rarely do the web pages, but the file I use a lot. So let's say I choose File. Now, like I was saying earlier, it works best if you use like a Google Doc. It does work with Microsoft Word and other programs, but like I said, if you get too crazy with the formatting and getting too fancy with the fonts and the typing and the pictures, it does mess with it. I'm not saying it won't work, but it makes it, it'll put fonts on top of each other, and it has difficulties. So find something simple, like my counseling backup plans. If I go in there, and I hit from English to Spanish, so I'm going to hit translate. Oops, hold on. Having some internet troubles. All right. All right, let me try it again here. So I hit translate. All right, there we go. And this is it, the translate version of my counseling backup plans. So this literally says exactly what I've said in English for my for my backup plans. Like I said, since it was very simple, it translated just fine. And I can save it, I can print it, I can use it however I want. So it will very quickly do lots of things. So it really is an amazing program and that I really do enjoy and I love. So that's pretty much it with Google Translate. Like I said, very simple, very easy to use. You can use dozens of languages. You can save your phrases. You can hear it. You can, like I said, through the Translator Toolkit, you can get in contact with other people. I think that's a little advanced for what we're doing right now. I've kind of looked at it, but it's too much just for education. That's why it says Google Translate for business. But for what we need it for in education, it really is amazing, and it's really saved me a lot of time, and it's made me get in contact with parents that otherwise I couldn't. But yeah, you should really check it out. Again, it's translate.google.com, and you'll really enjoy it. All right, check it out.